Hi, welcome everyone. Hi everyone. We're here in the garden and we're going to do a stretching video. It'll take about 10-15 minutes. It's great for before a workout, but equally good if you just elongate and breathe deeply for a cool down. So let's begin where we always start, which is at the top of our mat. So when we ground, stabilize, root, arrive on your mat. This is your 10 or 15 minutes for you, for self-care and for going inwards. So we want everything to be mindful as we move through the stretches. Long deep breaths, natural breaths. Inhale through both nostrils and exhale through both nostrils. Good, continuing just like this. Inhale, relax the side ribs, relax the stomach, tall spine, and exhale it. Good. Another big long breath. Fill up and then exhale to sigh out. Good. Reach up, arms up. Send energy high. Exhale through the heart space. Good. 2 more. Inhale, skip it, and then send energy high. Anjali Mudra. This is just the prayer position through the heart space. Look at your fingers. 1 more. Inhale. You skip it. Look up. Lengthen here and soften. Relax. Good. From here, you could be cross-legged or you could be in the position I'm in, which is karate style Cesar. But we'll take R. I'm going to be not mirror image to you, so you'll take your left hand on your right knee, sit up tall, little seated spinal twist as you take your gaze to the side of your mat or behind you. Draw the core in and up. So as you suction it in, you notice the ribs start to lift. Look over your shoulder. Good. You might be tenting through the fingers behind you, so sit up tall. Keep breathing, level out your shoulders. Good, 1 more, inhale, fill up, and then exhale, little twist and rinse. Nice, and side bend. So as you side bend, take it to a nice leaning so you open up through the side ribs, intercostals, lift up your chin, look towards the screen, and then sit up. Good, other side. Now it's your right hand on your left knee, shoulders pretty level. There'll be a tendency to lift one or the other. So look over your left shoulder, use tented fingers behind you. Sit up tall and draw in and up through the lower belly. We call that the bandha. It's Uddiyana bandha. Keep breathing. Look over your shoulder, wrap the left scapula down your back that you're feeling tall. Exhale, little twist and rinse. 1 more, inhale, fill. Exhale and release. Good. Side bend. Take your left arm up and across. And as you side bend, look towards the screen. That's it. And then you feel that diagonal stretch through the armpit and then down through your waist, down through your hips. Good. And slowly come center. From here, we'll come onto your hands and knees, tabletop. So in your tabletop, begin to find body circles. You can go left and right. You can sink a little into your seat, into a half child's pose if you like. You can always lengthen out and then twist if you want to. But circles left and right, circular, counterclockwise, clockwise. Point fingers to your knees if you need to. Back up, come forward, come to the sides, shift a little, just checking in. How's the body feeling? Good. So now we come to cat-cow. So press into your hands, into your knees. You're pretty stacked, meaning shoulders above your wrists and hands, and your knees directly below your hips. Seat up, chest up, chin up, look up, and then exhale round. Press into all 10 fingers and stretch through your arms. Inhale, you look up, spread through your seat so the buttocks to the back of your mat. Take a breath, exhale round. Tuck the tummy in and up, engage there, skip it, and then a few more like this. So inhale, you open, then you exhale and round. Good, 1 more, inhale, look up, and exhale. Good, let's tuck the toes under. We find our first downward facing. So in our downward facing dog, take your time. You can always find a version of your downward facing. So often, if you're new to yoga, your knees can be bent and your heels don't have to touch the mat. So feel it out, pedal out the legs, into your hips and down the backs of your legs, and keep your hands strong. One mistake a lot of newcomers make is that they're very far forward into a sort of plank with the hips slightly lifted, but you want a lot of your weight into your heels and into the backs of your legs, into the hips. So notice how there's no weight in my shoulders. I'm really breathing down the backs of my legs and taking more weight in the back body. Good. So I come forward, I get light, and I exhale, push it back. Two more, inhale. Push through the pinky, so you'll start to feel through triceps and through serratus at the armpits. Exhale, push it back. Good, and one more. Draw the core in and up, feeling the engagement through the belly button towards your spine. Exhale, push it back. Good. So now we're going to lift the right leg. Stack the hips. This is a down dog split. Keep your shoulders even though. So push through the left heel, point through that right foot, and tuck. Round up. Send it high. Good, right knee, right elbow, little tap. And then send it high. Good, right knee, left elbow. Now, I'm looking for a stretch. So I land my right foot laid out through this right foot. Curl the toes up and send the energy high, high. Good, just for a moment, doesn't have to be long. Left hand down. Good. Now, this same right foot is going to step forward into a low runner's lunge. Now, if I need it, I'm going to take blocks on either side. I may not need it. You try it out. Inhale, shift it forward, and then exhale, back it up. So hips come high. Two more. Inhale. Tend through the fingers. I don't know whether you can see them, but I'm really using the power of the fingertips. Inhale forward, and I breathe into my calves. One more. Inhale. And exhale, back it up. Good. I'm coming back to my low runner's lunge. I open up through the sternum, send energy forward, left hand down, low lunge twist. So I reach up. So I'm reaching up. I am rolling this right hip back. So my tendency will be to get unstable with this front knee. But I want to keep it steady. And you want to spread through all four corners of this front foot. Drive through the ball of that back foot equally. So you've got this scissoring action between the inner thighs. Reach up. Good, and send that right hand down. We're going to back up. So as you back up, this is where you might use blocks again. Back up. Keep breathing. So do you see that? I'm just working on my hamstrings. Now if I want a little bit more, I'm going to push through the heel. And I push through the heel to lift the toes towards me. Good. I'm backing up evenly with both hips. If I want a little more traction and I want to work the diagonal, I might start to drape over that leg, upper body drapes, and I bow over that front leg. Good. Now, if I want a little bit more, I get strict here with this back thigh, and I draw the navel in. On the exhale, I'll drape even further. Try it out. Remember, it doesn't matter if your head is high. If it's high, then do everything to your degree. And mind you, this is my injured side, so I am going to be high. I'm going to be high on this side. I'm going to be really flexy on the other side. So know this about your body. Know the asymmetry of your body. Know the injuries that you need to nurse if you need to nurse them. Good. So let's come back. Good. We're going to take this back, and if you'd like to do a flow, if you're doing your yoga, you can step back in your high plank, tip weight forward slightly, lower down, find your upward facing, and push it back. Good, let's go to the other side. So, left leg up, your nose, send it high. Left knee, left elbow, tip your weight forward. Exhale. Take it across the body. Oops. You're going to find a fallen triangle here. Outer edge of left foot, strong. Reach up, stretch it. And right hand down. Send it high and step it. Take your time. Inhale forward. Exhale, rock it. Good, inhale forward, and exhale back. One more, inhale forward, and exhale back. Good, low lunge twist. Take energy high, rolling this hip back, but stacking this knee over the front ankle. Don't let this knee sink into the midline. Stretch it up. Use the ball of that back foot. Exhale, lower, and back up. Good, feel it out. Push through the heel. If you want more, you draw the toes in towards the core. Inhale to lift and lengthen. Exhale it down. Good. Inhale, draw everything in and up. Exhale, fold. Diagonal stretch here. One more. Inhale. And then exhale it. Good. Nice. From here, plant. Option to flow or simply come into your downward facing dog. Lower the knees. Send the hands right out in front of you. Take a breath. Soften. Chest and throat. Relax the face. Good. We're going to reach up. You work the thoracic. So let's go ahead. Stretch it up. And then send the hands. Good. Can you see me? I don't know whether you can see me. I'm a bit low. But basically, I'm sending my right hand underneath my left armpit, and I'm keeping the shoulder on the mat. So stretch it out, stretch it out. Good. Keep your chin tucked towards your chest. If this is okay for your neck, look up high towards the sky. Nice. Good. We go to the other side. So come back to center. Then your left arm reaches. Exhale on the side. This is what it looks like. Good. Press the back of your hand against the floor. And as you stretch it, tuck the chin, look up. You start to feel the entire thoracic and into lower back too. So you feel like you're opening up the most inflexible, the most, I will say, the thickest part of your back body that needs to, that encouragement to open. Let's go ahead. After you've done that, come back to center. Inhale. I'm going to face you actually. Let's face you. Good. Step that right foot on the outer edge of your mat. Untuck your back foot. Right hand on the inside of the thigh. Push it out. Use left hand into your mat to keep stable. A lot of people will sink into that joint. Let's see if you can use the armpit muscles to open up here. If it's okay with your knee, with any other joints, then come on the outer edge of that right foot and look up. Breathe. Settle. That's it. You should start to feel the hip flexors here on this left side. This may seem like the working side, but this is also the working side. So we want to get into psoas. We want to open inside of the hip. Good. Exhale it. Now, from this place, I'm facing you. I'm going into a half pigeon. So as I find my half pigeon, I'm squaring off so that you can see the set up. So knee away from the midline, but it is actually wider than my hip. So I square off. I take a moment or two, look behind me, and just check out my back foot. Is it straight? Is it elongated towards the midline? Then, if you're ready, you'll go ahead and take a nice, comfortable position on the top of your mat, as if you were at the beach, crossing your arms and just relaxing the forehead against your forearms. And relax. Breathe into your seat, breathe into the thighs, breathe into the buttocks. And you might even start to elongate that back leg even further. It sinks lower to the mat with each successive breath. So don't forget to keep the breath up. Nice. That's it. And when you're ready, shake it out. Normally you'd shake it out like this. You might even do a flipping of the dog if you wanted. Right, we'll go left side. Step it forward. So when you step it forward, release the back knee, back shin. Right hand is strong. Let's edge that or toe heel the foot a little to the edge of your mat. Left hand on the inside of the thigh. Nudge it out and maybe open a little bit. notice that this hip is lowering a little bit. Feel it out. So manage the intensity, whether you want to go deep or not. So you choose, and it also obviously depends on your openness and other injuries going on. Get light here. I'm not sinking too much into this joint. Notice I'm using the power of my armpit muscles as I keep it light to the degree I can. Nice. Now I'm going to bring that left foot in, set up for my half pigeon on the second side. So notice that the shin is actually not parallel or in line with the top of your mat. Doesn't have to be. We're all built a little differently. So use the power of the fingertips to lift up first, square off, look behind you. Notice this is my bad side, so I am going to make sure that that foot is not all sort of wayward. Got it? All right, nice. And take it down. So feel it out. Want to give yourself a chance to sink into it and not to hurry things. So with the breath, don't rush it and say, I want an end result or I want an end goal. See if you can just notice what's going on with the hips, what's going with the muscle fibers. How do the injured parts of your body feel? So it's as much getting into the posture as it is letting go. So let's give it a couple more breaths. Relax the neck and shoulders. And then you start to learn about the second side. Noticing and recognizing what you do notice. Good. All right, let's tuck the back foot under. And go ahead, shake it out. And then come back to your downward facing dog. I'm going to come into a seated position. I'll come to a seated position. The legs are going to be long, or wide rather. So as you find this wide position, pushing through the heels, sit up, draw the core in and up. Now, if you push through the heels and the toes lift, it's a little harder on the underside of the legs, obviously, but we're going for a side bend. So yoga language and yoga version, right hand, I'm not going to be a mirror image, but my right hand on the inside of that right leg, reach up, exhale down, push through the heel, toes lift. Same idea for the other side, even though that's not the working side. This left hip is also down, so it will tend to want to lift. The buttocks will also want to lift, but see if you can keep stable through both sides. And then as you open and you side bend, lift up your chin, look towards the screen, draw everything in and up. Rotate the bottom ribs towards the front of the mat or the screen. Good. Nice. So we'll rise up. Now I'm going to face squarely to this leg and I'm going to cross at my wrists, right over left. Look for the outer edges of the foot. Take a big breath. Exhale down. This is my bad side, so I might back off a little bit. Inhale, lift it. Exhale down. Good. One more. Inhale. Rotate left side of chest towards this right knee and down. Good. Let's go to the other side. So left hand down the inside of that left leg. Palm is face up. Reach up. Use the breath. As you exhale, take it down. Stretch as if you're stretching beyond the toe, beyond the foot. I notice my buttocks lifting, so I want to draw it down. That means that the head will go a little higher, so don't let the ego take over. I'm going low, look at me. No. So, let's find where you're at on this side. Keep breathing. You should feel it all through the side body and into the back body. Enjoy it, and then slowly rise. Crossing now left over right, looking for a diagonal stretch. Inhale, lift, and then exhale down. Inhale, draw everything in and up through the navel center. Exhale. That's it. And inhale, send energy beyond the toes. And slowly rise. Now, as you rise, sit up, and then just forward fold it. You could reach for big toes. You could go ahead and send the hands forward, whatever works for you. Draw everything in and up. Exhale, fold it. Inhale, core is engaged. Exhale, fold. flat feeling rather than a rounded or a dropping feeling with the head. So you're really bending. If these are the hips, bend and send energy forward. Let the sternum lead. That's it. Exhale it. Nice. Let's bring the soles of the feet together. This is our butterfly stretch. Making maybe more of a diamond shape. Soles of the feet together. If you're super flexy, the heels might even touch the groin. So find what is comfortable for you. Sit up tall. Little nest around the toes. Draw everything in and up. Exhale as you fold forward. Same idea as the sternum is forward. Elbows into shins, knees away. Good. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale it. Good. Feeling out in through the back, in through the buttocks, in through the inner groin, into the inner thighs. See if you can soften and not, again, trying to go for that goal, that end goal, but just feeling it. And the more you feel the no goal, meaning the non forcing of the posture, the better it will be, and you'll let go more. So as you do that, what you will be engaging is the lower belly. So navel to spine, and if you have the pelvic floor lift, we call that mula bandha, you do that too. So see if you can do it at the same time. Nudge the knees away, keep breathing. Good. And then gently rise up. Finishing off with a little balance if you'd like to do that. So as you draw everything up and back in terms of back body control, lift up. Good. Push through the heels. Lift up. You can bend there through the knees if you need to. Find your balance. Good. And cross. Just a little balance here. Cross at the ankles, or if you have your lotus. Cross. Press the hands. Lift up. Good. We have 2 more. Inhale. Draw the core in and up. Press the mat away from you. Lift. Good. And 1 more. Inhale. You're going to use the armpit muscle. So draw the serratus anterior into your lats. The back body is strong, but you're still engaging lower transverse abdominis. Let's go. Push. Hold as long as you can. Push, push, push. That's it. Use the back body. Use the core. Use the midriff. Use that magic belt of muscles. Front body, side body, back body, and lower. Awesome, everyone. From here, hands come to the heart. Let's bow to one another. This wasn't a full yoga practice, but I hope it was maybe a nice entree or intro for anyone contemplating some yoga. And it is very easy. You can make it as multi-layered and subtle and substantive as you want, or you could make it more into, as you've just seen, very much a stretch for pre-workout or post-workout. So I hope you enjoyed that. Sending lots of good energy wherever you happen to be. And namaste, be safe everyone.